Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the annual and obligatory What's in My Backpack video. So, hello everybody, I'm Jolie. If you've never seen my face before, I am going to be a senior in high school this year, but with one small fun little twist. I am going to be studying abroad in Spain for the fall semester, which is just insane to me, and I am still processing it even though I got this news like 6 months ago. Basically, I'm going to be living in Spain from September to January, and then for my spring semester of senior year, I will be back here to graduate with the rest of my class. So this is kind of like a pseudo what's in my backpack video because I'm not really technically going to be going back to like my original school, I guess, this fall. I'm going to be going to a completely different country to go to school. So this is just kind of a combination of what's going to be in my backpack for spring semester and kind of just like a general what I'm going to bring over to Spain for my classes, which I don't know what they are yet, by the way. So I have no idea what class I'm taking over there in Spain. I just know my school and I know basically the town I'm gonna be living in. That's pretty much all I have on Spain. But I gave a little bit more context in video before last. So if you guys haven't seen that video, I'd recommend to go check it out. I'll link it above right here. Without further ado, I'm gonna get right into what's in my backpack for senior year. Senior year is absolutely insane to me and I don't understand how I've made it to this point in my life, but we're just gonna roll with it, I guess. So let's start with the backpack. First of all, this is the same backpack I had last year, the Herschel Classic, I believe. I'll link everything I can find down below in case you guys are interested. But I love this backpack. It was about $60, $70-ish dollars. I really like this backpack because of its simplicity and its size. It has this main pocket here, this front pocket here, which is pretty big. Like, this is my hand and like it's still pretty big. Then it has two side pockets. So I'm just gonna kind of go in the same order I did last year. Side pockets, front pocket, and then we'll do the main pocket. First, on my side pocket, I still have hand sanitizer because now I just get grossed out about touching things. I just feel weird about touching all these different random surfaces that like hundreds of people have touched before me since the pandemic started. So still have hand sanitizer in my backpack. And then on it, I have a little Iggy pin from Keeper Velocities, and Stellar Loon cannot come out fast enough. So if you're a fellow Keeper stan, you get it. And then on the other side here, we have my pencil case. I don't really like to keep this pencil case specifically in my backpack because whenever I walk, it makes this sound, which is kind of annoying to like walk down the hall to, so. But this pencil case is from Muji. I got it in 2020 at the Boston Muji store, I believe. You can find it online too. It's just this like semi-transparent plastic case. And in it, I have all of my favorite pens. I have two Muji pens. I have the .35 and the .5. Then I have two Jelly Roll pens. I got these in Virginia back in Thanksgiving time. These are the .6. And then I have two Pigma Micron pens. I have the .3 and the .5. And then I have my regular, just mechanical pencil. These are the best pencils, by the way. If you saw my last video, you know these pencils are the best. Then I have this pencil that just says Stay Caffeinated. I got this in a local boutique when I was visiting Liz back in April, and I really like it because you can twist it to get the nib out, and also you can refill the ink on this pen so you don't have to like throw away this nice pen. It just says Stay Caffeinated on it, and then it also has this cute little like coffee thing on the side. I thought that was kind of fun. And then lastly, I have this Tombow Furunosuke black brush pen. I don't actually know why this is in this pen case because I usually just use this for bullet journaling, which I don't do at school, but okay. This is the firm one, and this is my favorite one out of the two. Kind of a random aside. And then lastly, I have this singular Bic Gelocity .7 pen, and I'm keeping this purely because I use this from freshman year, so I just want to carry it throughout my whole high school career just for shits and giggles. Honestly, it's really low on ink, I will not lie, but these do write really nicely, so if you're looking for a good pen that's cheap, I recommend the Bic Gelocity pens. And those are my side pockets. So moving on to my front pocket, first thing I see is this technically travel soap container, but in it I just put all like basic meds I need just in general. I have some Tums in here, some Tylenol, Benadryl, melatonin, and then I have some cough drops. I actually just carry that with me everywhere I go. It's not specific to my backpack. I carry it literally whenever I leave my house. It's not like I'll necessarily need melatonin in the middle of the day, but I'd rather have it than not. Next to my front pocket, I have this extra gum. It is peppermint flavored. It is the best flavor, and I stand by that. I just have this big pack. I've honestly had this probably since freshman or sophomore year. I don't chew that much gum, especially with the masks, because the mint will just like go into my eyes, and it's just really uncomfortable, and I did not appreciate that, so I didn't have a lot of gum last year. Next thing I see in here is this Glossier bag I got a while ago, and in it I have some paper masks because I want to carry masks around with me because we're still in a pandemic and it's just good to have masks with me. But I didn't want them touching all my other stuff and getting like dirt on them because I was just kind of gross to me, honestly. So this actually fit them perfectly, and it's really thin, so it takes up basically no space. I will also be bringing this to Spain with me because it's just a good way to carry them. After that, I see this reusable travel size shopping bag. It's from Chico Bag, and I love this thing because so if I ever have like gym clothes or like sneakers or something like that, or like just extra stuff that I can't fit in my backpack at school, I can just whip this out. But on the inside, it has this little bag that I can just pop it into, and this makes it really easy for travel, for storage. It even has a little carabiner on the side, so if I need to like clip it onto something, I got it. And next in my front pocket, and lastly actually, I have this gold pouch. It just has my emergency supply stuff. So in it I have this deck of cards because I don't know, if I get like super bored and like I don't know, I can't use my phone for some reason, or just if I just want to play cards, I have playing cards. In the rest here, we have a Tide to Go stick, a USB-C to USB adapter because all the new computers and people need to charge their phones and stuff like that, so it's good to keep this adapter here. I have a rollerball stick for my like perfume. I guess I don't really wear this that often, but in case I need to smell nice. It's from Aromatherapy, and it is the Deep Relax scent. I have this little thingy of Tylenol. I have a teeny tiny little hairbrush, which honestly doesn't do that much if I really did need a hairbrush, but it's good to have it. I have this charging block, and I don't have a charging cord in here, but I should definitely put one back in. I have some hand warmers, I have some liners, I have some pads, I have some tampons, and I have some lotion. This is my favorite lotion. It's the Vaseline Advanced Repair Healing Moisture Lotion. Highly recommend. Oh, and then I have my Aquaphor because this is the best chapstick of all time, and you will not convince me otherwise. This is the tried and true. If you don't like to like squirt directly on your mouth version, there is like an actual like chapstick that you can twist up, and that is everything in my front pocket. Moving on to the big pocket. So in the big pocket, it has like a laptop sleeve in the back. So in that I carry my computer. This is the MacBook Pro 14-inch 2021 version. I got this last fall. I have a whole unboxing video on that if you want to check it out. If you haven't seen it already, I'll link it above right here. This is my child, my baby, my precious, my life. The school does provide us with computers, which is very nice, but I just like having all of my stuff on one thing because it's just easier, and also there's no like restrictions, or I don't feel watched by administration on my computer, so I just have my own. And then next in here I have my iPad Air 4 2020. I use this thing for school like there's no tomorrow, honestly. This is my notebook for every class. I use GoodNotes and Notability. I also made a whole video on that, about how I take my notes, so if you haven't seen that, I will also link it above right here and down below. I've had this now for 2 years, and I absolutely love it. I love being paperless. It's just so easy to have all of my notes for everything right here, weighing like 1 pound in my backpack, which is pretty great and very convenient for my back. Next, I have this folder I got from Target in my last video. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. It's just this 5-star plastic folder, which is much nicer than my other folder. I didn't really need to get this, but this is nice, heavier duty plastic, and it has a little like fold paper tabs in the corner here, and then a little like clear sleeve here so you can like write your information or your subject or whatever in here, and then the little and then the middle part with the ability to like put papers in there. I'll probably use this for like English. In my second semester I'm taking English, math, and then music, and then 2 electives. One's gym and one I don't even know what it is, but it's like a hands-on type of class. It's not really like papers, desk, tests, stuff like that. Next I see pens and pencils. I already have these in my pencil case, I know, but I wanted to pull these out just for dramatic effect and for the video. So these are the best pencils, the Papermate Sharp Writers. These are the best pens, the Pilot G2. These are expensive, but they work. They are very, very nice. I highly recommend. They come in a bajillion different colors, but I only use black pens in school. I'm a little boring like that, but I do have a bullet journal and I go absolutely ape with the colors on that. So, writing utensils. And then next in here, I have my academic planner. This is from Papier. I just got it. It's a customizable planner, which is really, really cool. I specifically chose this company because they start their planners on a Monday and not Sunday, because sorry, fellow Americans Americans, we just do it wrong. I have all my like electronic calendars synced to starting on Monday, so it just makes sense in my head and then it just like off in my brain. So that's why I have the planner that starts on Monday. It just has my name at the top, 2022 to 2023, and then down here is my contact information. That's why I'm covering it up. But I also put my email address wrong on here, so that looks stupid. I'm just gonna hope I don't lose it. In here, we have the About Me page, my schedule spread. I don't even know if you can see this. Deadlines, and then it does like a monthly spread. It does August 2022 all the way to June 2023. Then it starts on the weekly spreads, and it just does that for all the months, which I don't really like. I wish it did the monthly overview spread and then it did the weeklies, because that's just how I set up my bullet journal, and that just makes sense to me to have like all the August things together, all the September things together, etc, etc. You can only customize it so much. I really like this color and the color theme, the blue and the tan. I think it looks really nice, and it comes with a little bookmark, which is also very nice, and it just looks really high quality, and I really like that you can customize it. Big fan of that. After that, I see my Kindle. I recently got a Kindle. For the longest time I was like, no, I'm a physical books kind of person. I don't want to do the ebook thing. But then I got my Kindle and I was forever convinced otherwise. It is just so convenient to be able to purchase books at often a cheaper cost and be able to carry all of them with you in this tiny little thing. I got the Paperwhite. I will link the exact one down below. I would also link this case, except it doesn't do the magnetic thing like the Amazon Kindle cases do, but I didn't really want to spend $30 on a Kindle case when I could spend $12 on this one. So it's really just a small personal preference, and the feeling of it does feel a tad like waxy, and I'm not really sure why it feels waxy, but overall, aside from those little things, completely fine. Works perfectly well. After my Kindle, I see my headphones. On most days, I'll just wear my AirPods, but this looked cooler for the video, and sometimes I am just feeling the over-the-ear vibes. These are the Bose SoundLink headphones. These I got refurbished, so I got them at a discounted price, but they were perfectly fine. No signs of any wear or tear, which was really nice, and I love these things. Charge lasts for a long time. Honestly, connectivity for the Bluetooth works way better than AirPods. It's just way more seamless. I don't have to wait or go into settings manually or anything, so I do like these better in that aspect. I also do have a carrying case. I don't just bring these around and just toss them in my backpack because these are fairly expensive, so I just didn't want to get the case and this just looked cooler. So because there's not a single day I would ever want to walk around my high school without auditory entertainment, I think I would just cry, honestly, because I did that once. I left my headphones in my friend's car, and the whole day I was just walking around in silence, and it was awful, and I do not recommend. And then finally, the last thing in my backpack is my water bottle. This is just a Hydro Flask. I believe it's 32 ounces with the straw lid. I carry this thing everywhere with me. I'm never without it. It's my emotional support item. That's just how it works for me. And also, our high school water is pretty gross. I will not lie. It's always just good to have a water bottle around with you. And with that, that was everything in my backpack for senior year, which is again insane to me to think that I am a senior in high school. I have to go to college in a year. I have to move out of my house in a year. Don't get me wrong, I am excited to live on my own and be independent, but I have to leave everything I've ever known. Actually, forget a year. I have to leave everything I've ever known in like 3 weeks when I leave for Spain, which is terrifying that I just said that out loud. Okay, so I'm gonna go process that information on my own, but in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are getting excited for the back to school season. I know I am. Summer has been filled with ups and downs, let's say. While I do enjoy the warmth and the freedom of summer, I'm also eager to get back into a routine, an organized routine, and also I am so excited to go to Spain by myself for 4 months, which is just absolutely incredible, and I am so grateful to have this opportunity for me. And don't you guys worry, I'm gonna be making a lot of content about Spain, so stay tuned, subscribe for that for sure. And that's all from me today, folks. I'm gonna wrap this up, and I will see you guys in my next video.